Hello, Cancer ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions, okay? So what I'd like to do for you, Cancer, is to focus exclusively on your romantic situation, and this reading is valid until the end of September to give you time with which to work with the energies here. So basically, if you're starting over, we're just going to go on to see what the cards have to say in regards to where have you been and where you're headed. What's next, if you will. Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a general reading, and as such, it certainly will not and may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the valuable insights that you're seeking. So we're going to be using the Beetlejuice Tarot deck today in order to convey your messages here. And this should be a quite an interesting reading, particularly for those of you who like watching um, Beetlejuice. All right. So let's go on and get started. I'm going to go on and shuffle up here, ladies and gentlemen, and just ask Spirit, where is, or where are Cancer headed? What's next for Cancers? Okay? What's next when it comes to their romantic situation? What's next? Cancer, keep in mind, if this reading resonates, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you each receive future readings, okay? So let's go on and just select a few cards here from the bottom of the deck here. We have Knight of Swords here, okay? Next card, we have, we have, ladies and gentlemen, Five of Cups, okay? And let's choose one more card here. All right, we have the Hangman, all right? So this is the overarching prevailing energy that I'm kind of seeing surrounding your situation. Let's go on and just take a stab at interpretation here, so that I can provide you with more of a story message from which to follow, okay? So let's go on and just look at the Five of Cups here, all right? And the Five of Cups represent a water sign. Cancer, just as yourself, Pisces and or Scorpio. So some of you might have had that energy in your surrounding you, or you still have that energy surrounding you. So with this card, it represents regret, pain, agony, spilt milk, guilt, self-pity, grief, loss. You know, these are all of the feelings that you are kind of experiencing, I'm getting. You know, someone appears to someone looks like they're hurt badly, or vice versa, I'm getting. I'm feeling that you in particularly, Cancer, are having an arduous time releasing the past to really embrace something new here. And with the Hangman here that sits over to your left here, Pisces energy, it looks like you haven't been able to see a situation from a different perspective, or some of you might even be feeling that you're hanging around waiting for someone really not worth the emotional investment, or feeling stuck, or just you know, you don't, you're lacking an ability to really make a sacrifice that you know that you need to make so that you could move forward to a better life that I'm getting here. And then we have this Knight of Swords here. It could also be connected with an air sign too as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this person is younger than you, I'm kind of getting. This person is very dramatic, impetuous, ladies and gentlemen, aggressive, very impatient, and seems to has a hard time expressing his or her feelings, I'm getting. So I'm kind of getting you can certainly expect romantic challenges, and there's a kind of warning here that I'm kind of picking up too as well, is that some of you are being very unrealistic, and daydreaming is a big possibility when it comes to your romantic situation. But just rest assured that all auspicious changes seem to be coming about here that I'm kind of getting here. So let's go on and just look at your past, Cancer, and to just examine where you have been. Okay? We have 8 of Cups here. Wow. All right, so that represents once again a water sign, just as you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And with this card, and we're looking at it from the perspective of the past, it shows a lot of procrastination that you guys had experienced, letting someone go, or it shows someone really deciding whether it be you or it could be vice versa, or walk away from someone whom you invested a lot of emotional time, your money, as well as energy, but you just feel that it's time to just let it go and move on to greater pastures that I'm getting. Okay? So let's go on and just fast forward it along, Cancer, and keep in mind if this reading resonates, please be sure to give this a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So again, we're looking at where are you now, okay? Wow. You have the 9 of Swords, okay? So this card is certainly riddled with a lot of worry, I'm getting, and could be connected with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I feel that many of you are fearing the worst when it comes to your future, and might be having nightmares and, problems with insomnia, and just incessantly worrying about what you no longer have here. You're just thinking you're in a negative frame of mind that I'm feeling here. And many of you might also be beating yourselves up, feeling guilty. And basically, you're being your own worst enemy here, because with this card here, ladies and gentlemen, things, our worst fear, never materialize here. So you might want to inject a bit more positive thinking and enthusiasm and hope into your situation here. All right? Let's move right along and examine the potential challenges that might crop up. Again, this reading is valid until the end of September. Okay, we have Cancer. 10 of Swords here. 10 of Swords. Okay. So Cancer, with this card, it also represents air energy, Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius. And the challenges that I see, not to include but limit to the following, are many of you seem to have a victim mentality, or you might suffer. This is more of your shadow here. Or you just might start to feel powerless, or constantly you might find yourself incessantly asking, why me? Or just feeling outrage, or just wanting revenge, or perhaps a lot of you are you're having trouble finding a glimmer of light and just constantly blaming others for your lot in life here. And these are things that you need to overcome. All right. So now let's give you some practical advice that should help you. Okay. And we have, wow, okay, you have the Ace of Cups. And of course, this represents summer. And we are currently in summer. Okay. And of course, this represents water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So, of course, renewal. This card is all about renewal. And certainly, one monkey doesn't stop a damn show. Okay? Spirit wants you to, again, have hope that you will soon meet someone new. Therefore, accept invitations and opportunities as they come your way here. Embrace new opportunities because usually this card brings about a lot of opportunities and chances of getting out and just doing things here, you know. So now let's go on and just select the card here to examine what might be hidden in your situation of which you are, Cancer, not cognizant. Okay, so let's see what's hidden here. Wow, Cancer, you have the King of Cups, represents a water sign. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, and or Scorpio. So I do certainly see you meeting a very mature, compassionate person, and of course it can be male or female. Okay, this person is going to be very nurturing. I'm getting and quite wise. You know, diplomatic, charming, very creative, intuitive, sensitive. And it might even, ladies and gentlemen, be someone you already know here too that I'm also feeling for many of you here. So let's go on and just ask our final questions, Cancer, and ask Spirit what may happen within the next 2 months. Because again, this reading is valid until the end of September. Okay, so we have, wow, we have the Nine of Wands here. Okay, and with having that card, it certainly is fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, and we have Aries. Okay, so with having that card as representing what might happen here, I feel that you already see that you're going to be meeting someone quite nurturing and charming here. And I feel that this card is really saying that if your situation is to work, you're going to have to surrender your feelings about what may have, you know, might have transpired in the past so that it will not affect your current situation here. Because this card, you know, it really shows a very defensive type stance, type energy that I'm seeing here. Okay? And I feel that if your romantic situation becomes stagnant, then you have to understand that open communication is key. Spirit wants you again to stop thinking negatively and anticipating problems that may never happen. So Cancers, this is your reading. I certainly hope that has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and should any of you wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to schedule and or to purchase. Thanks so much for your time, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Have a blessed day.